Hi, thanks for coming out. The Other Arc Ensemble and I, with visuals by David Schell, are going to do an intermediate performance based on the first part of my new book, Close Your Eyes, Visions, published by Station Hill Press here in the Hudson Valley, under the direction of Sam Truitt. The book is a series of poems about what we see with our eyes closed. Close your eyes. There's a silver net in front of a black world. Purple flowers grow in the black. A horizontal bar of light crosses the black. Silver stalks grow out of the black earth. Light, just light, a flower of light in the very middle of the black. Thin silver waterfalls spill over a black cliff. Light bleeds out of sight to the left. Silver leaves rise in a slow fountain. Many silver planets twinkle. Purple flowers rise out of sight. Black bats scatter the silver. Green lily pads with pale yellow flowers cover the surface now. Something blinding from above. A silver horizontal bar rises, pulsing. Something blinding. The sun at the other end of a valley shines in my eyes. Close your eyes. The world is gold, afternoon sunlight on the ocean. Flakes of light fall like snow. The flakes slow. The lightfall lightens. Close your eyes. A few brown ducks float in the silver water. The sun's deep in the water. And what if the world becomes yellow, a muddy yellow, with a silver streak and a tiny black horse's head? And what if it becomes a small silver wheel turning? At the edge of the darkness, there's a silver frost, a silver smudge, like when clouds cover the moon and you can't see the outline of the moon, just some light. Close your eyes. The world is white. The world is maroon with a single black speck in the middle. The world is white. The The world is maroon with a pair of black specks falling. The world is white. The world is maroon with black specks falling. The world is white. The world is maroon. There must be something beyond this. The world is black, pulsing. A mysterious breeze. The world becomes so very calm at these moments. The world is bright red. Are those shadows, faint black shadows? Yellow invades from the upper right. The world is white. The world is maroon. Two black specks fall, loop to the left. Three black specks, a triangle, fall out of sight. Close your eyes. The world is pink lemonade swaying, swaying like ocean water. Something yellow fails to take shape. Red, a red skirt, rustling in the wind. Her yellows and browns were best. Yellow, lemon yellow, lemon. Close your eyes. Two black dots sit at the top of a burning world. Something hangs down from each of them like a string from a balloon. The balloons keep floating up and up, but never out of sight, as if bouncing against an invisible ceiling. For a moment, a yellow barge pokes into the world from below, but it's so transient, muddying, not clarifying. The world is yellow, bright yellow, suddenly blood red, a sort of textured red with orange seeping through from behind. One black dot trembles in the middle near the top. There's another, larger, just above it. Now there's just one, still rising, still rising. A wind blows it into two dots, like the tips of flames, flying into the upper atmosphere. It's a starry night with a dim globe of light in the black. Glowing white fish swim through the darkness. The world is orange, a frightening orange. Black dots bounce like ping pong balls against the ceiling. The brightness invades from there. The world is yellow, pale yellow, but threatening to flip to maroon or lavender. Lavender seeps through the yellow, little clouds of lavender. Black dots bounce away in every direction. A single black dot rises, then suddenly curves down and disappears to the left, as if that were its plan. Beyond yellow is yellow-white, a flowery color. In the end, there are two black dots, one at the top and one at the bottom. In this maroon liquid, there's one black dot on the right, bouncing off the bottom. Close your eyes. A sheer silver fabric hangs in front of a black world. The world is a giant rose, a black rose with silver edges on its infinite petals. The black world has faint silver trails that seem to join up with each other, but don't lead anywhere, just round and round. The black is dissolving. The world turns salt and pepper, a most unappetizing, pale gray salt. A pulsing silver bar blocks my vision. The criminal remains anonymous. The detainee anonymous. The bar dissolves back into black. Close your eyes. The world is a silver mist, and beyond, black. The world is a yellow mist, and beyond, a silver mist, and beyond, black. The world is a silver mountain against a black sky, a silver smile. A silver valley with silver slopes. A silver man carrying a pack. The world is a starry night. So many stars. Stars and stars and stars and stars. The world is lit by radiation. Half lit. A quarter lit. A 16th lit. The world is a black shadow on a silver screen. What is the world the shadow of? The world is black with a tiny green pattern across the whole surface. I can't make it out. Close your eyes. The world is a silver mist. A small ball spins in the middle. There's a lime green corridor into the depths of darkness. A narrow corridor. There's a fire on the water at night. A very pretty fire on the water. The world glitters like Liberace's jacket. All sorts of purples and blue grays. There's a purple turtle in the middle of the darkness. Uh-oh. A tiny sun is being born, shining, blowing up. The world has a black whirlpool in the middle. Who can say where it leads? Close your eyes. A silver mist floats in front of a black world. A black bird towers over me. Two silver rivers flow together in the middle. The silver sun, with delicate thread-like rays, shines down from the left. The world sways like ocean water. Something struggles to emerge from the silver threads. A black tree leaps up, the shape of a pitchfork. The world is profoundly dark, but as always, You begin to make out things. There's a steep rise, a butte. How will the horsemen ever get up there? Wave after wave of black, each inkier than the last, nauseates me. A star flames out at the bottom of the world, drowning in the black water. The black bids us to sit down. There's a comfortable white seat made from spider webs. White spider webs. The world is a curtain of water, a waterfall, with a black cave behind it. Let's try to reach that cave. Is there a green in there? A head? A peach pit? Instead of a black bird, a gold pyramid towers over me now. The gold shines straight into my eyes. The gold sun, it's gonna do something for me. It's gonna take me somewhere. Black butterflies with lime outlines fill the sky, collide with each other. Gold shapes, puzzle pieces, float away. The road begins gold, but soon blackens. Soon we don't know where the road is. There's a glowing pinkish white boulder along the road. Close your eyes. The world is orange. There's a black dot in the orange, falling to the bottom. It bounces on the bottom, a low bounce. 2 more black dots. They don't fall. They drift down and then leap up. Drift down and leap up, all the while staying at the same height. Now the 3 balls at different levels fall and bounce, fall and bounce. Everything we see is falling and bouncing. The world continuously falls and bounces, falls and bounces. The world is watermelon red, with a slightly shapeless rectangle in the middle, dusty brown. It's gone now, only the watermelon red. There's 1 black dot, which bounces close to the top, close to the very top. It's gone, flown away. Now the world is the most inviting, creamy orange, the orange of a creamsicle, my mother's favorite good humor. And there are 2 black dots, 1 at the top and 1 in the middle, and they seem to be connected by the thinnest black thread. Close your eyes. The world is yellow, gold, orange, blinding. 2 black dots are swept along from left to right, fade out. Yellow stripes the orange. There's something out of control on the left, a pulsing, vertical object. It has a yellow and blue aura, a pulsing candlestick. Everything turns black. Everything turns orange, crimson. There are 4 or 5 black dots. They like to lurk along the edges. everything turns black. The world is white. The world is lemon meringue, and that's how it stays for a long time. Still this beautiful lemon white, the lemon white of certain roses, certain ice cream, certain light. There's a black dot in the middle of the orange, orangeade orange. The orange turns to brown, which turns to blue, and a black dot floats at the very bottom. The world is half bright red and half dull black, a right half and a left half, a jigsaw puzzle border between them. Now it's yellow on the left and black on the right, and soon it's all muddy brown, orange showing through, a black dot rising with the flames, rising, rising, getting smaller, still in view, drifting to the right. The world is yellow with a black dot in the middle, falling, sometimes bouncing up a little, being pushed up by a kind of hair along the bottom, an eyelash. The left half of the world is maroon and the right half orange. They're divided by a vertical line, a fuzzy area between the two colors. This is what Rothko painted, isn't it? This is the surface of the sun, things bubbling out, leaping out. That's what we see, the surface of the sun. Close your eyes. The world is many overlapping silver window frames looking out on black. The world is black. A silver mist forms on the black window. A sketchy silver horse rides toward us. A silver flower opens. Silver hair spreads out in the water. The silver will be silver in this shadowy room on a gloomy afternoon. I see a person I once knew, flaring nostrils, someone from Little League. The world is mostly black, black granite with tiny red pockmarks, static on the surface. The side of the world is made of black granite. Nothing is carved on it. It's smooth now. Nothing emerges from it. If anything, it must be approached. It doesn't approach. In the gloom, I perceive a tree that was chopped down. Shoots coming out of the stump. Energetic. You can hardly see the stump anymore. There's an area of pure black which enlarges and shrinks, enlarges and shrinks. But if anything, it's shrinking overall. Far out in that black, across a prairie, there are fireworks. This blue being, this purple being, flies around the landscape. Is it Krishna? It's taken a long time for this blue-gray being to emerge. The world is still black and gray, or black and silver. It's been that way the whole time. So uninteresting. Black with silver swirls, silver mist. Now there's a silver burst in the lower part of the world. Where are those balloons and balls falling? What happened to them? Close your eyes. The world is dark with a couple of vertical stripes, like an Ad Reinhardt painting. Light leaks into this dark world from several places. Light leaks in and joins to form a mist. Light is. Light isn't. Light is. Close your eyes. The world is gold, flashing. The world is not beginning. The world is the inside of a mango. The world is no place we've ever been. The world is black, covered with this yellow static. Light shines down on the black from the right. As it crosses down to the left, it warps. The light is warping right there. And then over there, the light warps. The world is a dark alley through trees, an increasingly dark alley. We never reach the end of it because it leads into the past, 150 years ago. The world is yellow, very warm, very inviting, not intense. A soft yellow, maybe a powdery yellow and black. A spider web should look like this. A spider web could look like this. A spider web at the right time. The world is going to be black now, at least for a moment, before the giant letters of billboards, before the raccoon face, the panda face, emerging like a rose from the muddy purple-gray-black background. Light shines into this world. I'm not sure from where. Light falls on me in several places. Light falls across light. Light falls on me. Light doth fall. The world is a blizzard at night. So much white powder. White powder as fine as sugar or salt falling out of the dark blue. Powder arching over us. The world is tired. Black and white going in different directions. The salt and pepper world is tired. This gray pudding won't be eaten today. The world is black with silver dots. The world is covered with silver powder. A black shape, indistinct beyond the gray powder. The black shape, a horse jumping in the middle of the black with faint silver highlights. A bear's head, a werewolf's head, a cat's head. Close your eyes. The world is black. The letter H, a large gold letter H, trembles. A silver sun tries to break through. Within every black, there's silver, threads of silver, curlicues of silver. Blue clouds float at different levels in the black sky below us. The world is black, a droopy light shining through it, a coppery, droopy light. We are each of us living in this unreal world. Is this true darkness now? Almost. There are impossible to follow blue trails, squiggles, I don't know what, within the black. Close your eyes. The world is black with bewitching blue sparkles. Acrobats swirl through that mist. A white mountaineer ascends in the upper right. The world is green and purple and silver and black and maroon, and maybe the light of a train is entering. The world is a tunnel of overarching trees, a sunlit hillside in the distance. The world is coal black with a green, gray web, I don't know, tattered cloth, hanging down. Things lighten. There are these molten silver objects, birds, beings, cracked beings, reflected in water. Now there's this black depth with green static. This is where worlds are born, or where they're not quite born. They don't rise to that. And so, a milky white engulfs everything, and black tries to engulf that. And the white curdles into little bits of milk in the black liquid of the world. The world is a young white oak reaching out to me with many arms in a dusky wood. There are these columns of light coming down into the wood, very thin. Filaments. It's like living under a giant jellyfish or man of war. The world is a shining yellow, a blinding yellow. Yellow sparklers landing on white picnic blankets. We have a black night in front of us, and around us, and above us. But not below us. Below us, more picnic blankets on the grass, more people sitting, and a dark mass of trees at the bottom, before the street, and the creek, and the ball fields. The world is a crystal globe, a crystal chandelier, like in an old-fashioned catering hall. Oh, those places were nice. They had nice desserts. They had cream pies. You could almost eat the chairs, the columns, the wallpaper. The whole place was meant to be eaten. Close your eyes. The world is black with yellow shadows, yellow mists in the upper right. Light struggles to enter this world. It can't make inroads. Light rolls off, runs down our black world, shaken off the way water is shaken off animals. Light blooms on the black world without changing it. The world is orange tinted, raspberry tinted, a black mountain with a raspberry top, a black mountain and raspberry colored waves radiating from behind the mountain, a raspberry sun behind the top of a black mountain. The world is black with a single bright white amoeba in the upper right. It blurs, fades out. There's no trace of it. There are traces of light in the black, shadows of light that blow across the black, thin clouds of light rising in the black. White smoke rises slowly up the black sky. White smoke from many sources along the ground. The smoke that keeps rising days after a bombing. Close your eyes. The world is black with blue glitter. It stays like that, black with blue glitter. And because the blue glitters, there is yellow. And because there is black, there is red, or at least a sense of red. The world is tired. If not the world, I am tired. Light leaks in from below the world. Light leaks into the bottom of the world. The light is not the surface of the sun. It's ambient light, stray light, much bounced light. It's been around. It's bounced around. Close your eyes. The world is black, but not flat. The world is flat, but not black. The world is flat and black. Only the first of those propositions is true at the moment. The world is black with a dark green hook, an artificial hand reaching out. The world is a television station, a shopping strip, the upper stories of a white suburban house in the sun. In the center of the black world is a small, bright yellow face with big, bright yellow lips talking. I can't hear what it's saying, except that it's serious and mean and demands attention. And then concentric circles, yellow rings radiating outward from it. And then demonic faces, robotic faces in a yellow wash over white paper. There are so many trees in this darkness, mature trees, and underbrush mostly removed, the way it's supposed to be in a French forêt. The world is black with yellow high up on the right. A large yellow man is wearing a brown coat, which he takes off. He has a bird head, a baby chicken's head, with brown feathers, black feathers. Neon radiates out of a woman's eye, out of her left eye, silver and pink and blue. I'm seeing a vision now. It's like a movie. It's literally moving, of a landscape out west, pale blue sky, a few clouds. I'm seeing it out the window of a moving vehicle. It's exactly like a movie for 10 seconds. Now, I'm not seeing it. It's all dark. Close your eyes. I look across a river at this dusky hour and can almost see the trees on the other side and the telephone poles and a galleon reflected in the river. The river becomes a lake with a mountain rising on the other side. A yellow ladder arches into a black hole, an animal's open mouth, a frightened animal's open mouth, a dead animal's open mouth. So many little fires burn. Burning candles cover the top of a table. Their smoke becomes an orange cloud in the black. In the black night, cars drive toward me with muffled headlights. Here's a truck with its headlights off. The cars and trucks are coming out of a tunnel. I feel sure they're going to steer to my right and avoid me. A car heads toward me on this foggy night with muffled headlights. The trees soak up some of its light. The low leaves, incandescent orange. Now, I'm under a wedding tent at night in summer. A white trolley pulls up. A woman gets out, walks confidently in the sunlight across the tracks, bubbling. High in the gray darkness, there's a tiny deep blue window with a bright yellow star at the top. On top of the buildings, there are yellow ladders, thin but sturdy. Peaked roofs with slippery fish scale shingles. And now I begin to fade, even though the world takes on the colors of early Giulio Romano. Fire-lit cliffs. The light of a fire reverberates off the cliffs. The caves are ink. The cave mouths, black ink. We are insects in our command of this space. Birds in our command of this space. The world is a curtain of stars, a curtain of light bubbles, turquoise, aquamarine bubbles, so minute, like an erotic sketch. An animal sits high up in a tree where there's still light left from the sunset. A small animal about the size of a head, a face, yawning, screaming, demonic, sly. It looks like an archbishop's hat. There's a slit in the red rocky hillside for machine guns. The face of a tadpole with eyes and mouth of light. The grass blades are made of light. The spider webs are made of light. A woman is talking in the middle of a large group of people on the shore. Everyone listens until her head turns into a horse's head, and all the other heads turn into horses' heads. And then they fog out, like the people in Bocchione's Stati d'Animo. This is one of the last places lit by the sun today. The thoughtless light, gray velvet touched by yellow light, decorated with pinpoints of light, leaves, gold leaves, burning leaves, gold hands, burning hands. The flaming hands are never consumed. They never hurt. Close your eyes. The world is a mix of yellow and brown, inviting, warmer than usual, warmer to us. Metal rings hang from a black wall. Nothing comes toward us. We feel ourselves narrow. Our field of vision narrowed into a line that stretches far behind us. The people look like people in a photo from 40 years ago, unreal. Their exact faces are unreal. People actually don't look like this anymore. Pink flowers want to break through the black, break open, and they do. Pink, soft, peonies, pink peonies. Have you ever noticed at night how all the available light will sometimes collect on a single object? A single low flare lights up the ground like a sun lamp, like the sun lamp my brother Stephen used on the 3rd floor of our house 40 years ago. What if that still exists? Not my brother, not the sun lamp, not our family, only the house. The world narrows us to the width of our nose, narrows us into sheets of steel plate. Close your eyes. The sun invades. The sun breaks through the world's defenses. The light kindles certain leaves, certain branches. The light flows in through pipes. I can see it making a turn in a right angle pipe. Close your eyes. The world is a yellow explosion, turning orange, then red as it radiates outward. One black dot floats in the middle. A second black dot appears in the upper left and flows out of sight. We don't know when this is going to end. The world whitens, but only so much, and then blackens, but only so much. It reaches a muddy black, a greenish black, even a whitish black. The world whitens, but only so much, and then blackens, but only so much. At the top of the world, sunlight reasserts itself. The sunlight is going to enter us. It stretches us out, lays us out to dry straight, to be easily transportable. The world is bright orange, pure orange as can be. The sun is too bright now to continue. Close your eyes. The world is purple or orange, or maybe purple with orange bleeding in from behind. There are 3 black dots near the top. One falls to the bottom and disappears. The second one drifts down toward the middle. Somehow the purple becomes an arch that opens into more purple. There are 4 dots, a triangle and 1 dot out on its own. There are many dots, but most important, a pair of dots in the middle that move in tandem with my breathing or blinking or heartbeat. 1 dot near the top has a long tail, like a comma or a spermatozoa. The end of the tail becomes hair-like. There's another one with such a long tail, the tail is 10 times as long as the dot. They're like tiny black balloons with long strings floating. What more do we need to see? The world is lemon yellow with a few black dots, spread out dots. They don't move much. They rise up and down a little with the breeze or with my breathing. In the middle of this yellow world, there's a clot, a ball of yellow hair, a tangle of yellow hair. Close your eyes. There are countless stars against a black sky. The stars join up, forming a spider web, a net. It stays like that. For some reason, it makes me think of scrambled eggs. There's a shadowy narrative I can't quite put my finger on, taking place in this trembling starry sky. like the scenes you can observe in the dark areas between flashes of moonlight on the ocean. The world is black with endless stars, a film of stars, a dirty film of stars. Each star is a muddy snowflake. Each star is a Gothic letter, too dim and smudged to read. The world is a sieve of light. Light sprinkles through a million holes, a million needles of light. The world is dark gray with lighter areas within, where galaxies seem to come into existence or fly apart. It's all very hard to say. It's all very hard to see. This part of the universe is not so illuminated. The world is almost black, but I know the light will never wholly disappear. The world gives me nothing today. The world gives next to nothing. A memory of a fruit and vegetable market on Putnam Ave in Cambridge, on the walk home to 141 Western Ave 30 years ago. That's what the world gives. Next to nothing. A random happy moment. The world giveth. The world is black behind a faint cloud of light that tries to thicken but doesn't succeed. And so the light remains scattered, shattered, translucent islands floating in the black. That is perhaps the answer. Light is an island in darkness. Light fractures into an infinite number of islands floating in darkness. Light floats in a black ocean. Light rises out of a black ocean. The world is almost black. Light barely filters through. And don't ask me how it filters through. Light filters through everywhere, but so little light. Light filters through everywhere, but so little light. Why is there light at all? Why is there darkness? There's a cloud of light in front of the black. No colors tonight, just light and darkness. No colors at all, not one. Or perhaps yellow and black. The yellow and the black, a novel. Close your eyes. The world is black. The world is black for now.